Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you said it wasn't going to happen, but here it is. Welcome to the Wild Boar Show. I'm Chris, the Wild Boar, and I have one of our Oldsmar stalwarts. I have Bevis with me. Friends, who knows where this is going to go? You and I have been talking about doing a show for a long, long time. Just a reminder, folks, I am indeed a Florida State licensed auctioneer. I can sell your house, everything inside. This is benefit auction time, so if you have a nonprofit that needs a little bit of help, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on me because this man is refreshed and recharged. He just got back from the cruise. I'm going to hop into how cool he is. Glad to call him my friend. But were you two-term mayor? Two-term mayor.
Two-term mayor, yeah.
Two-term mayor. He's done a lot. He's had a 30-year career in radio here in the Tampa Bay area. Known by many, loved by most.
Most, yes. My ex-wives, not so much.
I carry that moniker as well. Remember, you got to do it like it's almost obscene. He's been away from radio for a little while, but we're a little windy out here, so make sure. He's got the great pipes. He's Bevis from Bevis, Ohio. Welcome in, my friend. The applause tells you right now that everybody's excited to see you. I'm so glad to have you here, buddy.
It is great.
Good to see you.
You know, the funny part is, okay, crowd, calm down.
Jeez,
God.
everybody. Wow, was that a pair? Anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know how long they've been doing it here, but I think I was mayor maybe when they started doing the beer fest here.
Could be.
And I was on a cruise every single time that they had it here.
And you just got off the cruise.
And I just got off of a cruise today, so here I am, and I'm not fresh and recharged.
You look fresh and recharged. Where did you get that shirt, and are you wearing it on purpose?
I'm working Margaritaville tomorrow. So
I got you. Okay. I'm teasing him. He's in his retirement, in his wonder years, folks. He's done so many fantastic things. We could talk forever. We're buddies. We've known each other for a long, long time.
This is great. I've never been here. So
there you go. And you know what it is? It's badass is what it is. It's a badass beer festival.
I watched Dave this morning. I watched his clip, and he was talking about how he named the beer
I saw
festival.
it too.
And he's like, I don't know. He goes, I'm always good with names. I just talked to him. He goes, I'm always good with names. And I couldn't come up with one. And his buddy says, come on, tell me what it's about, what it's like. You know, and he goes, I don't know. It's just going to be badass. He goes, that's it.
Bam.
Badass beer fest.
BABF, there it is, buddy.
Yeah.
75 brewers out here, man. 75 brewers and distillers, I understand.
From all over the country.
Yes.
That's
a
huge.
pull. That's a pull and a reach for sure. A reach and a pull.
And it's hosted by Tampa Bay Brewing Company, Major and Dave and the gang over there, which is, you know, a hop, skip, and a jump up the road. And what a great asset. They're about 50 feet outside the city of Oldsmar, but they love Oldsmar. I know when I was on council that, you know, they brought probably 200 room nights to the hotels.
Oh, my
here.
God.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's huge. I was driving here, and I don't know, I'm sure they're working or something, but probably 50 people walking down the sidewalk headed here.
Absolutely. I just had him on, and I asked him, like, you know, we stop at 7 o'clock. Why? He said, because 4 hours and 12 minutes is the magic number. So we give everybody 12 minutes to not get completely just silly, I guess is a good word for us. So good to see you, man. It really is good to see you.
And I'm not a craft beer guy. Doesn't mean I don't support it for sure. But some of these are strong.
Oh, yeah, careful. Easy. High octane.
Hi, Anthony.
High octane. Hi, Anthony. He was on last week. We had him swing by, but for sure.
Yeah, he's their master brewer.
Yes, he is their master brewer. In fact, when you talk to him, he sounds like a master brewer. Yeah, he loses you at IBUs and gravity and all the things that go into it.
He did that because I was trying to help him find a house for him and his kids, and he started talking, and my eyes glazed over.
Sure.
I poured Miller Lite in them just to calm them down a little bit.
Works for me. You can follow that up with some Cuervo if you needed to. I mean, okay.
Don't challenge me.
Okay, I understand. Yes, we resemble those remarks. All right, so you just got off a cruise. We can talk about cruising forever, but tell me about your cruise real quick.
So it was great. Well, I was on Enchantment of the Sea, which I've never been on. I do a lot. I've probably, in the 12-month calendar, I've probably done 12 cruises. I'm a Margaritaville guy. I'm a Royal Caribbean Diamond Plus.
You got to be on your way to Pinnacle or Pat. What do you
That's
call
a long time.
That's a lifetime.
That's a long. I got to cruise for another 842 years to become Pinnacle.
Yeah, and you've already done it for 612. So
I know.
Yeah,
so
that.
I mean, dog years, but still, yeah. And so it was great. birthday cruise, basically. So went
Oh,
to.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
not every day you turn 45.
I know, 44, buddy.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
So
My
yeah,
dad always gave me, he gave me great advice with women. He always said things like never try to gauge a woman's wage or her or weight, something like
yeah.
that. But then he also said, you know what? Never, ever, ever, ever. Forget this, Chris. He said, always date a girl that has little hands because it makes everything that she touches look bigger. And I wasn't exactly sure how to swallow it. Then I realized he was talking about jewelry. Of course he was.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
you and I've talked about
Jewels,
that.
yeah.
So the Enchantment is what you were on, Royal Caribbean.
Yep. Well, and what's funny is, not funny, it's going to be chaotic down there. You've cruised. You just recently got off of one that I was at. And there's 3 Royal Caribbean ships there. And people say, I could tell stories about cruises all day long, like the guy that left his teeth in his cabin. Literally left his teeth.
I believe it.
Yeah. And, wallets, cell phones, everything. But 3 ships today, and I had one a couple of turns ago, and I go, what ship are you on? She goes, I don't know. My son said something of the seas.
Right. They're all of the seas.
They're
right?
all of the sea. And she was at the wrong ship. We have people that pull up, drop off their, because to be honest, from the street, they all look the same.
Sure they do.
And so they drop off their luggage and it gets checked. Their passport's in it. They're at the wrong ship. We got to get it off and to the new ship and get them checked in. And if they come too late, they're not sailing.
No, I get it. I understand. I do.
And they go, I have an enhanced driver's license. I go, no, you don't. Not unless you're one of the 5 states that border Canada. You don't have it.
Bring it. Bring your passport. So the Enchantment, let's talk about this real quick. So you just got off there, and I am loyal to Royal, as they say. 2 nights ago, I was in the Fort Lauderdale Yacht Club, and we were raising money for the American Caribbean Maritime Foundation. And we had some super representation from all the cruise lines, but I was definitely loyal to Royal. The vice president was there. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I did want to ask you about the Enchantment, because those folks that watch this might want to know this. How many kids were on the ship? Not many, right?
Not a lot, no. I would say, I didn't do a count. I could probably have gotten one, but maybe 100 kids.
Yep.
Now this one coming up, we're going to be heading into Thanksgiving, so it's going to be a little bit more. But this is the ship, and I don't know if you know this or the viewers know this. This is the ship that they cut in half in 2005.
Yep.
They cut the ship in half and pulled it apart. I read the story, and then they stuck a 75-foot long insert in with all the cabins, all the plumbing, all the everything. And I got to tell you, this is probably one of the coolest pool decks that I've ever been on.
It's nice.
It's really nice. The 2 bridges that are out there on the pool deck, that's part of the insert. So,
sure.
And they have this big, long center bar that no other ship has.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
And they're fast, aren't they? It's funny. You get the people that get up there and they tap their card. Stop it. Just stop tapping your card.
Yeah.
You're good. For goodness sakes, he's not going anywhere. You're going to be okay. Now, I got to tell you, I've cruised a lot. You know that. My wife and I worked with Royal Caribbean for a couple of years. Did 22 months at sea on 5 different ships. Did the Oasis, the Allure, the Jewel, and the Rhapsody. And we were also on the Freedom of the Seas, where we did a transatlantic Mediterranean. Some of those ships that I just mentioned are amazing for kids. Oasis, Allure, amazing. Freedom, amazing. Not so much the Enchantment. If you are an adult and you're looking for a great getaway, I would recommend that because it's pretty much kid-free.
Yeah, and I go on cruises for different reasons. I took I think it was called the Empress of the Sea before they shut down Cuba.
Sure. Yeah, I remember that.
And it was one of the last cruises. This tent is bigger than the ship was. But it was about the destination. It wasn't about the ship. You go on Oasis or all those Oasis classes, the Star class. The ship is kind of the destination.
It is.
And to squash a rumor that people talk about, but it holds 6,000 people. But it's got so many venues.
Sure.
Other than the Windjammer, there's never a ton of people, maybe the Aqua Theater, but it's designed for that, but never a ton of people anywhere. And
no.
The cafe on Central Park.
Sure.
There's tons of places to disperse people, including the casino, which didn't go so well for me.
That's okay. It happens. It's all right. You know what? Sometimes they'll get me in the casino, but I whoop them in drink package. I whoop them. I get them. I get them back. I get them in drink package. I get them in the buffet. Nah, I win there. So you just talked about for sure, those ships, the big boys, the Oasis, the Allure, they are indeed destinations, Beavis, and they eat people. And what I mean by that isn't that you're going to lose people. It's that you truly can find the most intimate, romantic, low, just key thing, like going to vintages late, 9 or 10 o'clock at night for tapas and wine.
Yeah.
Or you can have the most vibrant thing out by the pool where they're doing the belly flop competition, right? Oh, they don't do it there on those. They do it at the Aqua Theater.
Yeah. So it's great. Like, I've gone with a lot of groups. Dave Ormiston, you know him.
Sure.
And
Dave,
that whole,
we missed him
that
this
whole
year.
group. And, go do whatever you want during the day. Meet us at the Schooner Bar at whatever, X o'clock. And it worked out well. I met some girls from Des Moines, Iowa, and their mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did their mom tell you stay away from my daughter or anything like that?
No, she
Okay, all
loved
right.
me. She loved me.
What's not to love, brother?
Yeah. So,
What's not to love?
so this is just an amazing event. The weather is. Dave loves it here. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I mean, 65,000 cars a day. Maybe not on the weekend. Tampa Road. I got in a car to come here today, or from the ship. What is going on next to City Hall? That's not Saturday morning market. I go, no.
Which is fine in itself, but no. This is a little bit more. This is a badass beer festival, is what this is. As you and I are watching, did you see this? Look, we have a gal riding a mechanical shark over here, and boom,
Not
she down.
anymore.
She not anymore.
What is that?
It's a mechanical shark. I'm not kidding you, man. It's a mechanical shark.
I've seen the mechanical bull, but not a mechanical shark.
So real quick, because I know you'll appreciate this, you and I both. Of course, yours is a much more extensive broadcasting background, but I have one as well. One of the neatest experiences that I had was Missy and I were working on the Oasis of the Seas when they broadcast they broadcast during Super Bowl halftime years and years ago, and some of the ESPN crew was right there at the Aqua Theater. So you talk about really, really cool. They checked in with us. Man, those guys always raise the bar, don't they?
Yeah, they always do. And like you said, you were just down on the East Coast, and they go over the top. And even Enchantment's an older ship, but they were constantly working on it. But to your point, when I got into radio many moons ago, I said, if this lasts a year, I'll be happy.
Sure.
And 35 years later, I was doing my first gig was basically running the country version of Casey Kasem.
Sure.
And I was in there on Christmas Eve, and I took my packages and wrapped them, and I sat there, and I'm like, everybody else wouldn't want to work, but I'm here.
Sure, buddy.
I am
You're
here.
in everybody's living room.
Yeah.
Like Santa Claus. Yeah.
But I didn't have to come down the
You
chimney.
didn't come down the chimney.
Yeah. So, but I've met some great people. Toby Keith, the late Toby Keith.
God bless.
Many times Rascal Flatts. I think you knew this. Went to Reba McEntire's house.
I sure do know
And
this.
it's a what do you call it? Not a colonial, but anyway, an older house on the Cumberland River.
Like a plantation house?
Yeah. And she sang backup for me.
There you go.
At her house.
Yeah.
And then I saw her the next day. It used to be called Fanfare. Now I think it's called CMT something or another. And she's like, Bevis, did you have a good time? And I'm like, yeah, I had a great time. And I show people the picture of it. And, the other one was probably Taylor Swift. Sat with her for 30 minutes. She was amazing. I don't even think she was maybe 19 at the time.
Wow.
Sat with her mom. She had a tent.
She's catching on,
Oh, yeah, I think she'll make it.
I think she's going to be all right.
I think she's, I mean,
As long as she stays away from like those athletes, and stays away from those kind of things, keep her nose clean.
Yeah, that's getting hot and heavy. But she gave us a tour, and then she had to go do the show, and her mom's like, this is all her. I think it was 165 employees. She was telling everybody where she wants them, the set design, the playlist, and everything. And a lot of them, no names in particular, but they're like, where do you want me?
Sure.
Over there on that X, and so that's.
Here's your guitar, don't move.
Well, and that was, I don't know this to be the case, but George Strait, when he played in the round, they had 4 different podiums for him to stand at.
Okay.
Because otherwise he'd stand there on a milk crate the entire show. And so
People going nuts, and he's not exactly sure why. I think they like it, Ma. Yeah, that's great, man.
Yep. So
You did the Reba thing. That's awesome. And gosh, how old is
I did
Reba?
the Valspar. I did the Valspar every year until a couple of years ago, introducing Toby Keith, Rascal
Sure.
Flatts, the Brad Paisleys. That was amazing. Standing up, they go, "Are you going to be nervous standing up in front of 15,000 people?" I go, "No, not really.
I'm okay.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
I'm okay. We'll give it a try. You'll know in a minute.
And you know why? I was more nervous. I was, of course, the mayor of the city of Oldsmar for 6 years. I was more nervous giving a kid his award for being a Cub Scout than I was for being in front of 15,000 people. Because
So much more intimate. Yeah.
I'm going to screw up the kid's name, the pack number. I'm going to do something. When you're on stage with 15,000, they have no idea what you're going to say, and neither do you.
Right. You just got to end it with,
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, Toby Keith.
you do auctions. You know,
Sure,
there's
buddy.
no. Somehow you got to get from A to B, and you kind of zigzag your way, and you got to be. And you're good at this, and we've talked about it. You got to be quick on your feet and able to respond, and you can't be taught what most radio people know. Anybody can stick a CD in a CD thing and play it, and you can always go, "Hey, welcome to Tampa Bay Brewing Company. You know, blah, blah, blah. My name is Bevis." But it's the other stuff that you kind of you create magic and things
How to
like
make dead air go away, for sure. Yeah, man. Every time I talk about this with other auctioneers, that anybody can do our job when they're bidding. It's when they're not bidding that you earn your pay, man. That's it. Yeah, anybody can do it.
Well, and it's funny you say that, because I've worked with, a ton of people in the radio industry, and it's amazing how when they're behind the mic, they're really comfortable. They're really good in the studio.
Sure.
You take them outside of the studio, and there's exceptions. Cowhead is great. I did mornings with him, and all that. But you take them out of that studio in their comfort zone, and they don't know how to talk to people.
Sure.
They don't know how to engage. I mean, it's
kind of
amazing.
become a little approachable. Listen, I'm sorry, but the sites are what the sites are.
Yeah.
And you and I have both seen this before. We're at the Badass Beer Festival. Look before you miss so we've all seen pretzel necklaces. You got to see what she has on her pretzel necklace.
What is?
I don't want to yell at her because I don't want to break everybody's eardrum, but she actually has cheese sticks hanging from her pretzel necklace.
Hey, cheese stick lady, pretzel lady.
Here, let's give her a microphone.
All right.
Let's give her a
You
microphone.
can share.
Watch your step. Here, come on over here. How you doing? Good, thank you. Here, I'll even give you my chair. Here, take this. There you go. There you go.
So this.
Yeah, come on in. Here, this is your microphone right here. All right. And you almost have to be obscene with it, okay? So don't be too shy. Hi there. What's your name? Welcome to the Badass Beer Festival. I'm Chris, the Wild Boar.
Hello, I'm Clara. Nice
Hi,
to meet
Claire.
you.
Hi, Claire.
This is Bevis right over
Hi,
here. He's
Bevis.
joining me. Now, I got a comment on your necklace there. Can you see the necklace in the shot? Now, we were just commenting that we've seen many people show up to beer festivals with pretzel necklaces, but never with cheese sticks.
Show us your sticks.
Well, I mean, it's pretzels and cheese. You kind of have to have it. So when you go to a brewery, you get the pretzel with the beer cheese. So, I mean, beer, cheese, pretzels. I mean, it's the perfect combination.
So you're making us sound like we're stupid that we didn't even think of that.
Well, there's that.
No, we've gone through this event so many times that we kind of learned to do this. You know,
He's
it took us
an
a few
event
times to get
version.
it done.
It's his first time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
First time here. Did radio for 35 years. I
That's-
was the mayor of Oldsmar for 6. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Greece, but I've been in the United States for 24 years now.
Do you live in Tarpon Springs now?
No, I know everybody will think that.
I
No.
would think so,
I actually live in Dunedin.
Okay. Oh, God
Yeah.
bless you.
Yeah, we moved there
Migrated
because
south.
of breweries.
Yeah,
Southern
I sell
Greece.
real estate right there on Main Street.
Sure you
Coastal
do.
Properties.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
love that town. It's like all the breweries are there, walking distance. Like you just can't beat it.
Yeah.
So are you affiliated with anybody? I see your hat.
I am not, but I could be.
Well, I was saying she came in here with
Sponsor
this
me.
Hansel. She's looking for a sponsor.
I'll take a sponsor.
I would think right now that she's onto something here with the whole pretzel cheese necklace. Somebody's got to hop on that. It will be, I'm sure, in a story. Publix will have a whole end cap dedicated to just that for the next
There
one.
will be a booth here next year that will sell pretzels and cheese and yeah.
I never really thought about that. So you know what? And if you let it melt enough, like you're
Yeah,
onto
just like
something.
smear it on.
So what's your favorite kind of beers?
Stouts?
Stouts.
Swiss stouts. Oh yeah.
Swiss stouts. She knows.
Swiss stouts and
She didn't even hesitate.
No.
no, yeah, they're my favorite. And sours too.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are a couple breweries here that are amazing stouts and sours. So we have Arcane, and Angry. They're just amazing brewers. They do, Hurricane kills the sour game, and Angry kills the stout game. So it just can't go
Love
wrong.
it. Yeah.
I don't even know what she just said.
Well, keep up, man. Jeez, I know he's got cruise brain. He just got off a cruise ship literally like 2 hours ago, so he's got cruise brain. I'll get you
jealous.
back to the home later. You'll be all right.
Thanks,
Clara,
Dad.
enjoy the festival,
Thank
my
you
dear.
so
Thanks
much.
for stopping by. Have a great time. Check us out in the
Sounds
Wild
good.
Boar Show. We appreciate you, Don. Take care. She's a hoot. Huh? How about that? A lot of fun. And the good-looking gentleman that she was with had one of those too, but he didn't have the cheese sticks. He's just got the pretzels, so you could always tell like she's thinking ahead.
Or he ate his,
Oh yeah.
being
yeah.
a guy. He said, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Why am I wearing this cheese? Why don't I? That is pretty cool.
I love it. I absolutely
Well,
love
because
it.
I guess it, like crackers, it cleanses the palate, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
No,
There's an 11%er over there, and there's Whistle Pig Distillery is over there too. So if you really need to cleanse your palate, we can soak it in an oak barrel if you want to over there.
Whistle Pig?
Whistle Pig is right
Is
there.
that the beer or the
No,
company?
the bourbon. The bourbon.
Oh, a bourbon.
Yeah, there's bourbons. There's all sorts of bourbons over here.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Well, good news is you're 5 minutes in any direction in Oldsmar. We're home. We're good that way. We don't have to drive anywhere, so we're good for sure. How we doing on time, Trent? We're good. Cool, buddy. So listen, so you are now working with what? Is it the Tampa Authority or with Royal? Because you have all these ships coming in. You talk about Margaritaville, but you're an ambassador. I know what you did for me, but what is your true title down there at the ports?
I don't know. I go like this.
Helper?
I don't know if you can see it. I go like this, and I go like this.
Oh, you're not.
And
They don't
look-
even make you check stuff.
Oh, no, they don't trust me with that.
No, you don't have it.
I get on the microphone, and I tell people what to do and where to go
Okay.
in a polite and kind way. Tomorrow's great because Margaritaville, it's a Jimmy Buffett-themed cruise ship. I'll tell you an interesting fact that just found out about, but the vibe is so amazing.
Sure.
I literally could have worn my swimsuit the entire time.
Okay.
And
Even in the dining room.
probably.
How about that?
Yeah, so the vibe is great. It's their second ship, but they're coming out. Margaritaville's coming out with a third ship out of Miami, end of 2026, beginning of 2027. The Margaritaville at Sea Beachcomber,
Nice.
and they just announced that they have a relationship with Zach Brown.
How about that? He passed it. They say he passed the tiki torch to Brown.
Yeah,
Is exactly what Jimmy did.
And I don't know exactly the details, but I think he's going to be in charge of, so to speak, molding the entertainment venue.
Sure, that'd be awesome.
So I think, and he's got to do one of the first cruises.
So a couple questions for you with your extensive radio background. So 35 years. Did you ever meet Buffett?
I did not meet Buffett, but I did. Well, I say that I saw him, but I didn't meet him. My ex-father-in-law, or my daughter's ex-grandfather, whatever that is, he worked the old Raymond James Stadium,
Sure.
the Sombrero. When Jimmy Buffett first got started, he pulled up in some kind of a vehicle, pulling one of those little 10-foot U-Hauls.
Okay.
And they opened, and my father-in-law, or whatever he was, grandfather-in-law, he was in charge of taking the forklift, because it was union, and lifting the people up to the stage.
Okay.
I guess stairs weren't invented back
I don't
then.
like. Yeah. Well, is that in the contract? Where's that written?
And so they opened the back of this 10-foot U-Haul. What's in there? What do you think?
A guitar.
A guitar on a stand.
Yeah.
That was it. So
Maybe a bag of extra strings. Maybe.
yeah, and so now, God rest his soul, but
What a loss. What a loss. Man, I tell you, we lose dignitaries, performers, this, that, and the other. And Buffett, I think I sat down for a minute because he's like been the soundtrack to my life, right? Absolutely.
yeah.
But the Zach Brown thing. So you know what? I would think about the Zach Brown real quick. Have you been to the Sphere yet in Vegas?
I have not.
I've been past it, but I haven't been to it.
Yeah.
But I'm mad at it because they get the really kick-ass acts. And so they have U2 and they've got Zach Brown.
Kenny
They're doing
Chesney's
these,
coming.
they got these residencies, and I'm like, you know what? Every time you do a residency means you're not coming to Tampa Bay to do a show when our weather's kicking, man. And I want these guys to come by for sure.
And I don't know how it is this year, but I remember he would kick off because he would practice Kenny Chesney would practice in Lakeland.
Yep.
And go through the whole thing, and then he would come here and most of the time do 2 shows to kick off the tour. He went, I don't know where he went, somewhere else to kick off the tour, and I don't want to say it failed miserably, but it did not do as good as No.
You launched in Tampa in April for Kenny. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Buffett, real quick on Buffett. So remember Lawton Chiles, right? When Lawton
Yeah,
Chiles
Walking Lawton.
Walking Lawton. When Chiles was running for governor, the very first time, I remember listening to a country radio station, might have been one of your former employers, 99.5 or something like that. And I remember them saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to be in downtown, Jimmy Buffett is doing a free concert, just him, at 6 o'clock this evening down at Curtis Dixon Park. I mean, whatever I was doing, I hit the brake pedal, I went down there. There might have been 300 people, right? And there he was, just like that, guitar, he was barefoot, got right up by the stage, actually found like a utility box to sit on, enjoyed it. He probably played 6 or 7 shows, and Lawton got up there, and he did his thing. 4 years later, same announcement, running for re-election, 2,000 people with no interest, nothing, and I couldn't even get close. I was like, you got to be kidding me. In 4 years, it was amazing.
I got 2 stories for that. One was Lawton Chiles, and I don't know exactly what, but he owned a lot of the property on the Courtney Campbell Causeway, where Red Lobster is and all of that.
Club Honor? No, what was it called? T1? What was it?
My mom is listening.
Oh, sorry.
No,
If mine is, tell me.
But the other one is, so we played out, we had a concert. We had this thing called the rolling radio. It was basically a huge radio that had speakers in it that we could broadcast out of. We took it down to the old St. Pete Pier.
Okay.
Set it up out there. Had Taylor Swift and 30 people.
How about that?
30 people.
I told you so, but then she started dating that athlete.
Well, first she had to break up with a few so she could get new song material. Boy, Chelsea, he's in trouble if they break up.
Oh boy,
She's probably got a whole album.
I was gonna say, yeah, but think of the music that would come out of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So a lot of stories when you're in when you're in a particular market for a long time, you meet a lot of people.
Sure, and it's amazing to me. I don't know anymore. I'm not that amazed, but how many of these artists retire right here in the Bay Area?
Artists, athletes, everything.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
Part of it's because they don't have a state income tax.
Yep.
So athletes come down here. So, yeah.
I don't want to blow his cover. I'm sorry, but Robin Zander lives right across the bridge.
Yeah. I go by his house every day going, hey!
Yeah.
Cheap Trick. And his son plays with him.
Yep.
So, and he loves it here. He does some stuff in Safety Harbor. I don't know if he's done anything in Oldsmar, but yeah, he's a community guy.
Yeah, I saw him last year. I had the opportunity to work an event with our friend James Poulter from Chi Chi, and
another great guy.
Yep, and Robin got up there and did an acoustic set, and he did about 6 or 7 songs. And he and his son,
I remember that,
sitting there, and I'm thinking, this is like, man, you can't buy a ticket to this. Well, I suppose you could, but it's invite only. You never know who you're going to run into here. But yeah, he did an amazing job. And then I found out there's other guys. When you think about Greg Allman lived on St. Pete Beach forever.
Yeah. So you got Formula One race car drivers. I did an event, speaking of James Poulter with Chi Chi's. Great. A lot of people don't know this. They have the golf course, but a lot of people don't know that they have a school there.
Sure.
And it's a school for kids that aren't doing well, and they try and lift them up and raise them. And give them a future. I went there on, I guess it was the anniversary or something, and he had me MC it.
Okay.
Chichi Rodriguez and Jack Nicklaus. I mean, my skin crawls just thinking about the people that you forget. I've probably forgotten more people that I've met than I can remember.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's one of those cool blessings and those peripheral things. I say this. My good buddy Dave Free still watches this. Dave's got a cool story. Dave and I we graduated from broadcasting school together from UCF way back when. Anyway, he stuck with it, and I was kind of labeled as a tech, and he was labeled as a tech, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be a performer. I wanted to be anyway. One thing led to another. He stuck with it. He stuck with the Golf Channel, and so when Arnold Palmer started the Golf Channel, he hooked right into that. So now he spends his Januaries on the PGA Tour in Hawaii, right? He zips around to all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful places. I'm telling you that, and I reference Dave because I remember this. When we talk about meeting all these people in our profession, I know that people would just say, what? I can remember sitting on the court when Michael Jordan was playing against Shaquille O'Neal in Orlando, and it's Shaq's rookie season. And Beavis, I'm looking at my watch going, when is this over?
Oh, yeah.
Because I've already been here for 2 days, and I just want this to be done. And realizing what greatness was in front of me at the time, not at all. And then going and looking back and go, man, people would have paid tons of money to do something like that. And you've had a million of those experiences.
I think it's more the looking back when you go, wow.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't, and I try to treat everybody the same. I almost got into a fight with a Kenny Chesney.
Well, I've heard that great story. I don't know if you want to share that with the world right now, but anyway, bygones are bygones. In the meantime, look, we have an attractive gal on top of the mechanical shark here, and she's wearing a shirt that says,
What's it say? Life?
I can't swim, is what it says.
Let's see. How long is she going to last?
Let's see. They're being nice to her right now.
Oh.
Here, let's give her the play-by-play. You'll do the color commentary.
And that doesn't, this is just not any shark. Mouth open, jaws type.
Menacing.
And it's not like the bull that you ride that kind of is soft and leathery. This thing looks hard. Like if you go down and crack your head.
They're picking up the speed now. Here she goes. She's still hanging on. Left hand in the air.
10 seconds.
They go to the other
10,
side. Here we go.
10.
The trick is to
9,
make it.
8.
Oh, down she goes. Careful, she can't swim. She can't swim. Hey, let's go play around at this event. Let's say hi and goodbye to all of our friends over here. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you, Beavis. You got anything you want to say?
We'll give you the Kenny Chesney story at another time. On the Beavis
sure.
and Bohr show.
Well, yeah, we can do that, man. Buddy, I'm so glad to see you, man.
Tampa Bay Brewing Company, the Badass Beer Festival, right here, going on until 7 o'clock.
And we'll do it again next year as well. Thanks a mil for stopping by. Trent, appreciate you. Give him some applause. Tell him we're out of here. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris the Wild Bohr, wildbohr.com. Like us, subscribe. We'll see you next time. We're out.